Like the video and subscribe right now, or this doggo will pee in your room. Ready? 3, 2, 1. My 15-year-old son plays basketball, and he told me his coach gave him 15 push-ups for fooling around. How can I stop his coach from abusing him like this in the future? Reasonableness. Marty ate 4/6 of his pizza and Lewis ate 5/6 of his pizza. Marty ate more pizza than Lewis. How is that possible? Marty's pizza is bigger than Lewis's pizza. That is not possible, because 5/6 is greater than 4/6, so Lewis ate more. J.K. Rowling says that Hermione should have ended up with Harry instead of Ron. Ain't she right the damn book? Why does England, a European country, speak English, an American language instead of another foreign European language? Used a gender-neutral bathroom today, and 2 men came in while I was washing my hands. Man 1 didn't care and used the bathroom in front of me. Man 2 waited outside the bathroom till I left after seeing me inside. I thanked Man 2 for respecting my privacy. I felt so violated. Man 1 treated you as an equal in a gender-neutral bathroom. Man 2 treated you like a woman. I don't know which one you want as treatment, but both treated you with respect and neither violated you. Today in my classroom, I had a soon-to-be teacher observe me in my classroom for 2 hours. She was my age. She did not have a bachelor's degree. Her husband did 4 years in the military 30 years ago. The state of Florida gave her a 5-year teaching certification because she's married to a veteran. She was a waitress. She starts teaching 3rd grade next week, and the only thing she had to do to get this teaching certification was to observe certified teachers in their classrooms for a total of 12 hours. She had to ask me what I meant by phonetic spelling, reading fluency, and mathematical operations. What was the incident in your high school? Principal found weed in the boys' bathroom, called an assembly, and told us we had to vote for who we think it was. I think the principal's son got like 98% of the votes. Suddenly the voting system wasn't valid. We didn't even coordinate it, everyone had the same idea at once, and it was glorious. Brag a little. What is the coolest thing you've done lately? I finally confessed my feelings for my best friend. I had a feeling she had similar feelings and she did. Then we spent last weekend camping and doing mushrooms. Haven't felt so connected to someone in my entire life. The situation is still a little weird right now, but I think it's going to work out to be amazing. What he didn't say is that he did this while cheating on his wife. Hi, I'm the wife. Dear neighbor, I was recently informed that you are not Mexican, but Indian. I'm not racist and wish for all kinds to love and be loved, but I would like to inform you that we, citizens of, pay taxes to live on this land, and you do not. There are Indian reservation held for your people, where you are welcome and appreciated. This is not your place. You are not welcome in this neighborhood. I kindly suggest, with the best of intentions, that you consider moving back in a place where you really belong. Also, I overheard a conversation with my son and his friend and said that he thinks your daughter is cute. I highly suggest that you tell your daughter not to dress inappropriately, as it is confusing my son and possibly his friends. I do not think it is cute at all. It is sin for your daughter to dress this way. Please tell your daughter, if she expresses any interest in my son or any other young man in this neighborhood, that interracial dating or marriage is sin and punished by God and highly discouraged. I have told the same to my child. She would be better off finding a young man in a reservation who is also Indian. She will be way happier. I believe you would be better, you and your family, going back to reservation with your people for the well-being of you and your family. Sincerely, a neighbor. Dude keeps calling me bro and chuckling, so I overpriced his tattoo, and I'm gonna make it hurt more than any he's ever had. Taking the top layer of skin off with the razor, wiping with alcohol, needle out and riding the tube, dry paper towel. Dude is in for a world of hurt. I'm wiping with an alcohol soaked rag and he goes, "Is that alcohol? That shit hurts, brother." So I wiped harder. To everyone living in a blue state, I would suggest visiting a red state to recall that life can be happy, prosperous, and free. To everyone living in a red state, I would suggest visiting a blue state to remember that it can all be taken away. There are no pronouns in the Bible. Can you please explain to me what you think a pronoun is? Remember when they spent years telling us to panic over the hole in the ozone layer and then suddenly just stopped talking about it and nobody ever mentioned the ozone layer? What happened is scientists discovered chlorofluorocarbons were bad for the ozone. Countries believed them, the Montreal Protocol was signed, and CFC use fell by 99.7%, leading to the stabilization of the ozone layer, perhaps the greatest example of global cooperation in history. Hunting but make it vegan. Girl didn't know the word for gathering. How to get that smell out of my gaming chair. A common problem that most people have is that their gaming chairs start to smell. Mine has started to smell of poo. This is very unpleasant and my girlfriend has started whining about it recently, which makes me angry. I've tried wiping it down with wet wipes and the smell doesn't seem to leave. Any advice? How do you guys get rid of the smell? Improve your own hygiene. Sitting on things should not generate smell like that at all with proper hygiene. Wow, very judgmental community here. Teens, what do you think Jesus's favorite gun would be? A nail gun. Not funny. Consider yourself blocked. If you're an adult whose rent is less than $4,000 a month, you're still a child. Imagine being an adult paying $4,000 rent and not a mortgage. What's a real currency? The US dollar, the most valuable currency on earth. $50,000 would basically make you a millionaire in London or Paris, where they use pounds and euros, and both of which are worth more than dollars. A pound is a use of measurement, bro. We are talking about currency. 0/10ths love the realistic look. It should have 52 stars, not 1. First of all, this is Liberia. Second of all, use a flag has 50 stars. Liberals don't have a flag in AO. Christian mechanic is sentenced to death for blasphemy in Pakistan after he argued with a customer who demanded a discount for being a devoted Muslim. Ashfaq Masih 34 was sentenced to death by a Lahore court for blasphemy. He was arrested in 2017 after he got into verbal dispute with Muslim customer. The customer had refused to pay and asked for a waiver on grounds of religion. But Masih said he believed in Jesus Christ and was accused of disrespecting Prophet Muhammad and was arrested by police. People were congratulating her on her pregnancy. It was an ovarian cyst. The massive cyst weighed 10 pounds and 50 pence and contained more than 1 gallon of fluid. My 23F husband, 24M, thinks our son is gay when he's only a year old. Some of the reasons he thinks our son is gay: he loves when light shines through the window in a way that makes rainbows on the floor. He was curious about my makeup and has tried to take my lipstick and eyeliner. It reminds him of crayons. He generally prefers me to my husband. He likes to help me peel bananas, and one time my husband saw him mouth the tip of it. He got angry at me for letting him do something that looks Shrek-shal. What the duck? His favorite thing to do outside right now is look at the flowers that are blooming and touch them. My husband thinks he likes books too much for a boy. There's also a character in one books that my son always points and smiles at because he has bright orange hair, son's favorite color, but my husband thinks he has a crush on the character. I don't even know what to say to that. I'm looking for a traditional women close to this definition but exact. I'm an alpha male type. I have my career in my own company. I have my own place, vehicles, and success. I need a woman to complement my life and achievements. I would like a kind, loving woman as well as submissive and compliant. Not in a bad way, I mean someone that will trust me and allow me to lead, and they will follow. I'm always honest whether it hurts your feelings or not. In Wisconsin, a woman bled for more than 10 days from an incomplete miscarriage after emergency room staff would not remove the fetal tissue out of fear that doing so might run afoul of state abortion restrictions. Confusion post-Roe birth delays. Denials for some life-saving pregnancy care. Am I the asshole for calling the cops on my dad? Throwaway account because I don't want my family tracing this back to me. I, 16F, recently went to an amusement park with my friend. While I was there they had to kick everyone out because of a bomb threat and close the park early. When I got home and told my dad about this, he was acting very suspicious. He was asking lots of questions about whether or not they had caught the guy and could they trace the threat, and it all just seemed very off. Now I think it should be mentioned that I watch a lot of Criminal Minds. It's my favorite show and I've learned a lot from it. It's safe to say I have a decent knowledge of the criminal justice system, but more importantly the psychology of a criminal. My dad is a 50-year-old white male who had a traumatic upbringing. When I applied this information to what I've learned from Criminal Minds, alarm bells started going off. I confronted my dad and he denied everything, but I didn't expect him to confess to me. Highly suspecting my dad to be the unsub, I called the tip line and reported him. I think it should be mentioned that my dad had no alibi and he was actually in the area that night. The police brought him in for questioning and I haven't seen him since they took him away. My friends and family think I'm insane, but I know my dad did it. So what do you think, Reddit? Am I the asshole? Now that Never Gonna Give You Up has been removed from YouTube, what should the next meme song be? No, it hasn't, let me look it up. Edit, you got me. You rickrolled yourself. I just heard somebody light off fireworks at 9 AM. You had a whole ass day yesterday, what the duck happened? Time zones exist. I'm gonna need you to think really hard about this. Look at this. This is a fetus at 16 weeks. Are you still for abortion? Ma'am, that's Voldemort. I don't want my man to wear glasses. I feel like that's a little gay. Even with my glasses off I can see that your IQ is below the room temperature. We are quite certain those streets were built prior to 1966. The Church of Satan says religion has no place in politics, yet we see their pentagram in front of the White House. Coincidence? My mother sued our local China restaurant because they forgot to put her extra chili powder in her food. Although my mother explicitly said she wants chili powder in her food, it didn't even get closed. Is everyone in your family named Karen? Honestly, climate change scares the heck out of me, and it makes me so sad to see what we are losing because of it. Maybe you should learn some actual science then, and stop listening to the criminals pushing the global warming scam. Dunno, man, I already went and got a PhD in astrophysics. Seems like more than that would be overkill at this point. But why would I need a gun in South Africa? Which country is called South Africa? Because the last time I checked South Africa was a direction. My dude, maps are free on the internet. Basically you wear your vaginal fluids as perfume. You put your fingers inside yourself, dab your juice on your wrists, neck, behind the ears, wherever you'd normally put perfume. People talking about it on TikTok reckon the pheromones from your pus will help you attract partners, and they swear by it. Vabbing, the TikTok trend that says you should use vaginal juice as perfume. The USA isn't by any means perfect, but why socialism sucks. USA, USSR. The first pick is Cuba, second is Detroit. Wait, seriously? The whole world hates America because our numbers are so good. 100 degrees, that's a really hot day. 100 miles per hour, that's really fast. $100, that's a lot of money. They wish they could live like this. My friend is hiring for his company and this resume came in. Military spouse. She's dead serious, LMAO. Get the duck out of here. I wish we could use laughing emojis in real life. Or you could just ducking laugh. If you got $100 in your pocket and you find $1 on the floor, you're still gonna pick it up, right? And there ya go. That's why boys cheat. Would you still pick it up, even if it meant you had to throw away the $100 in your pocket? There ya go. That's why boys are stupid. How am I sure I'm the real mom of my kid? I just had a baby, and it looks more like the man I had my baby with. It doesn't look like me at all, and I'm scared that he was cheating on me with another lady, and I had her kid. This child is the best thing that has ever happened to me, and I can't imagine giving my baby to the real mom. How do I know? At the dinner table, my sister asked all of us what color we thought her boyfriend's shirt looked like. After we all said grey, she turned to him and said, "Now tell them what color you think it is," and he just quietly replied, "Dark white." Gravity is a myth. If gravity was real, then how come not everything is being pulled in towards the earth? There are 10, but they only like playing single player games. There are 10, but thought this tweet was a good idea. Woman stuck with $3,100 dinner bill after her blind date refused to pay for the 23 family members she brought along. Just got a PR email asking me to write about these new classroom safety pods. I hate everybody. Correct. Cancer can be cured by following an alkaline diet. Acid is what causes diseases in our bodies. All diseases are generational because of the food we eat. If parents could change their diet, they would be saving every generational that will come from them. Adults who still drink milk, are you okay? Unless you're a hungry baby, drinking milk on its own is unsettling behavior. Birth control? Ban it. Abortion? Ban it. Gay marriage? Ban it. Guns? Look, banning things never works. People will find ways to get them. The uterus has literal chambers made for storing sperm for later. It really doesn't matter. When you're inseminated, your body can still fertilize an egg during the fertile window using old sperm. Did you know Titanic was filmed in a pool and the water was warm? Well, they're not gonna put hundreds of people floating about the Arctic. Some customer on the phone was saying I was very helpful and way better than the person he was speaking to yesterday, who was also me. In the interest of my own personal safety as well as public safety, Airbnb help. Can you explain to me and everyone else why the host who sent me this message is still active on your platform? This person is clearly a threat and should not be allowed to host guests. I have your picture, your name and your number. You have 48 hours to remove your review, or I'm hiring a private investigator to obtain your address, and then the fun begins. If we didn't have fire departments and somebody tried to pitch the idea right now, half of you would be like, "Oh, so some idiot lets his house burn down, and my tax dollars help get the flames extinguished for free." My girlfriend started an OnlyFans 2 months ago, and after 1 month she only had 1 follower, me. She was upset, and I felt bad for her. I decided to create multiple accounts and subscribe to her, so she would be happier and more encouraged to continue with her journey. Recently, over the past few weeks, she has been messaging one of my accounts, which uses a very handsome male profile picture, and she has been hinting at meeting up with him. I don't know what to do right now. Do I tell her the truth about what I'm doing, or continue pretending to be this guy to avoid upsetting her? She mentioning being willing to fly out to meet this dude. I think her heart would be broken if I told her. I just watched a woman drink laundry detergent at Walmart, bottle to mouth, in the aisle. I said nothing, but when we made eye contact she just gasped and was like, "I'm gonna buy it." Bro, I'm not worried about you buying it. What the duck are you doing? My children will get privacy from me when they can pay their own bills and feed themselves. Until then, you do what I say. Ain't shit negotiable. We not friends. I haven't spoken to my mother in 10 years. Welcome to your future. How would night and day work on a flat earth? I just like seeing others' views. The sun produces a cone of light above the flat earth. The sun moves around, always 80 to 120 kilometers in the sky, lighting up different areas. Why would it produce a cone instead of light going all directions and lighting up the whole earth at once? Because the sun is 2D. A guy in my psychology class said he thought orientation could possibly be a choice. Me. Okay, so if orientation is a choice, choose to be gay right now. Him. No. Me. Why not? Him. Because I don't find men attractive. Me. So choose to find them attractive. Him. I can't. Me. Sorry, what was that? You can't? Just remembering the time a patient's boyfriend came in with her, concerned about a lump he found down there which turned out to be her clitoris. Let's play a game. How would you trick a genie? Best comment wins nothing. Featured comment. Blackscythe 191. In Soviet Russia you don't beat your kids beat you. If you want to be featured in the next video use hashtag dankness.